Thank you.
All right. So, as always, we have the lovely, the talented, the smart, the amazing Samantha Brown from the Lovehoney Group.
You always make me feel so good. Hi,
Because you're
everyone.
amazing.
Thank you. I'm really excited to have everyone here. This is not going to be like the normal training where we go over product. This actually is going to be geared towards how to sell premium toys, merchandising, and margins. So I'm really excited to sort of stray away from the standard product training and dive into how to sell our toys that are at a higher price point, and especially when we all find that sometimes, right now it could be a bit challenging for people to want to spend the money on the higher price points. So, tips for selling premium toys. If you've ever seen one of my trainings, you have usually heard me talk about features and benefits, but that really is the core of how to sell premium. And behind that is really understanding what is a feature and what is a benefit. So, features, as most of us know, a feature is a fact. And I think remembering that is going to help you when you are have a customer in front of you and you find yourself just spewing facts, especially again when you're trying to sell the higher price point. That's wonderful because people do want to know exactly what the toy can do and the facts about the toy. But then we have to incorporate benefits. So as you can see on the screen, a feature. So a feature is a fact. It's something like the Womanizer Next has 14 levels of pleasure air. That's not changing. That is the fact. And then we go into benefit. So what is benefit? Benefit is really going to be how you are going to sell a premium toy. It's creating the value. So when we are taking our facts or our features, we have to connect the benefits. So we'll look at the example here. It's Womanizer Smart Silence. So I've told a customer it has smart silence. That's my fact. But then creating the benefit of it, it allows for the customer to use the toy discreetly. So the key is to knowing and connecting the features with the benefits. And then the most important key is listening to the customer, of course. If a customer tells you that they don't care about being discreet, trying to sell them smart silence is not going to be an added value for them. So you really want to listen to the customer, especially, if they're willing to talk to you, ask them the questions to be able to understand what benefits of the toy that you have in front of you will create value for them so that they will want to spend whatever the price point is. Um, so yeah, it's features, benefits. Those are really the key, and keeping that in mind when you have customers in front of you will help sell premium toys. So let's talk about WeVibe. Let's talk about what some of the benefits are. Quality is a huge benefit. We're adding value with the quality of our toys, the deep rumbling motors. We were the ones to set the standard for the industry. Design is also important because understanding that WeVibe is a brand that does design in-house. So we don't per se go to China and see a catalog of toys and pick from that. Everything is being designed in either Canada or Germany. Um, and the engineers, when designing, are really looking at the body. They are looking to make sure that the toy that they're designing, the expectation meets whatever the customer is going to have as the expectation of what the toy is going to do is going to meet that expectation. An example is Vector Plus. When we were designing our prostate toy, we did consult with doctors to make sure that the design of it would be hitting all the right spots. And investment. We invest a lot of dollars into the back end to designing, creating, testing. Oh my God, they do so many tests and tests. They test everything from colors to the silicone. They really, from start to finish, make sure that we are producing the highest quality, and that requires investment. We also have patents. If you're not familiar with patents, they do also require quite a large investment in order to get them approved, and so we do have our C-shape patent, as well as the internal arm of the Cinco. Founders. I think both WeVibe and Womanizer, as I mentioned before, if you weren't on, when we get to Womanizer, I think it's amazing that a movie is being made where it's going to talk about the founder story for Womanizer. The founder story for WeVibe is also a great one because basically 15, 16 years ago, the Canadian couple, they really wanted to use something during penetrative sex. They knew nothing was on the market. He was an engineer. And he also, looking at the marketplace, thought that a lot of the products were not products you would want to insert into a body. And so his goal was to create a C-shaped toy that could be used during penetrative sex and also with the highest quality. I think if you look at both WeVibe and Womanizer, our brand really does go, looks at a problem or something that is missing in a category and creates the solution. And that says a lot for the brand. So Womanizer. Womanizer, we also have patent. We are the original for pleasure air technology, so that is definitely an added value. Innovation, again, very similar to what we talked about WeVibe. We are always trying to be innovative. The features that we have on some of the toys like Autopilot, Smart Silence, Afterglow, the 3D Pleasure Air, all of those add value because it's not your standard just pleasure air toy. We have put tons of bells and whistles. Design, again, everything is done in-house, so you can feel comfortable telling customers that it is being designed with actual engineers that are looking at the body. And then the investment in, again, the back end for testing, but also under Womanizer's umbrella, we've been doing the Pleasure Fund, which is really pretty incredible. They've committed to investing 250,000 euro over the next 5 years for sexual health, sexual well-being, and sexual pleasure. I know that we did some research with the Kinsey Institute with regards to masturbation and menstrual cramps. We also have done tons of research. Well, not, we've started to do, we had one research done last 2 years ago, and we are continuing to do research with masturbation and menopause, and which I think is wonderful, especially being in that category and knowing that there is really not much information out there at all. And the founder story, it is a great story. Michael Lenke and his wife, Brigitte, they really wanted to create something that would help with the orgasm gap. He didn't want to go into the vibrator category, and so created pleasure air technology. Um, I do think it's fun to note that Brigitte did have to try every single one of the early samples that he created. And I think if you've ever heard me do a training, you've heard that one of the first ones was created with a fish tank pump. I do believe it is going to be in the movie. If you speak French and you're interested in the movie, because you will understand the movie, send marketing an email and I will get you the information once I have it. I don't speak French, so I won't understand it, but if you do, let me know. So let's talk about features and benefits of Womanizer. So this 3D Pleasure Air that they created really elevated pleasure air technology. It's a new linear motor, and it really allows um, for the user to have a deeper, fuller, richer experience with pleasure air. Um, I know I've said it if you've ever heard me in a training, 3D pleasure air really allows the air to penetrate, which doesn't make sense because, like, how is air penetrating? But it does feel more like you're using a vibrator in terms of sensations than just having pleasure air. Currently, the toys on the line that do have that 3D pleasure air are Next and Next Duo, but you will see it rolled out to some other toys in the coming months, which is nice. Smart Silence is a wonderful feature. The toy doesn't start until it makes contact with the skin, shuts off when it's away from the skin. Of course, this is a great, great, great feature if you are looking for discretion, if you have roommates, if you have kids that knock on the door, because The minute you take it away from the body, it shuts off, and you won't know that there is a toy on at all if it's underneath the covers. The toys that have smart silence are Next, Premium 2, Duo 2, OG, and I'm sorry, and Next Duo as well. And then under Revive, we did put it on Wand 2 and Melt 2. Autopilot is another feature that I think that has really changed the pleasure air game. Basically, it has a completely random pattern. The autopilot mode is definitely something to use for edging or teasing. I do have my fun fact here that it was developed in response to feedback from our testers. So again, they do listen to testers when we're doing it and create features from what actual customers are asking for. The benefit keeps you on your toes. It's something intense, sometimes gentle. It's never the same pattern twice, which is pretty incredible. So it can be, if somebody, the value in this is you're getting a toy that can be a completely different toy every time you use it. As I mentioned, it's great for edging and teasing and great for either partner play or solo play. The Next Premium 2, Ion 2 has it. Next Duo as well. Afterglow. So Afterglow is your cuddle time with your toy. It's if you are using the toy and then you have gotten to the pleasure that you want to get to, or oh my God, that pleasure is just taken over and you just need a break. This allows you to push one button and everything goes down to level one. And you can, as I said, have your cuddle time with your toy and enjoy until you're ready to just go back in for some more orgasms. The toys that have Afterglow are Next Duo, Duo 2, and Classic 2. And then we do have extra stimulation heads in most of the products, which I think is a great feature and adds a lot of value or a benefit because not all bodies are the same. And the toy will come with the medium head on the toy and a small head in the packaging. The other thing is with two different size toys is two different size heads, the toy can give you different types of sensation with regards to pleasure air. When there is less air circulating, you're going to have a more intense sensation. So if you're using the smaller head and your clitoris is fully filling up that entire opening, you are going to feel that pleasure air more intensely. When there is some air, when there's more space surrounding, it will lessen the sensation. So it does allow for that, which is great. You can, maybe you're feeling sensitive at that time and you just want to put that medium head on, or maybe you want more intense and you put the small head on. So we vibe some features and benefits. We've got hinges, which are always unique, and hinges allow for people to tailor the toys to your body. I think WeVibe has always been known to really want to make toys that can be tailored to your body. We also have our app. So you do have app capability. The benefit obviously is that you can play and share control with a toy from anywhere. You can do custom vibes. You can play together with other Revive products. You can have up to 14 products on the app and controlled with the app. It's a completely new world of intimacy and allows partners, especially if people are having long distance, if they have a long distance relationship, it's a great tool for that. One thing to note, WeVibe will always prioritize protecting data, ensuring that everything remains confidential and secure. I do think that's important to always make sure you are expressing to customers, and it is definitely a value add to make sure that they feel safe when they're using the app. We did have some research, and 76% of the users say that since using the WeVibe app, they have been more creative where they have sex because it opens up a lot of doors. And tips for any questions on those features and benefits.
No, the only question comment that we had was Trish was saying maybe the movie will have subtitles.
That's what we're hoping, Trish. I just don't have a for sure that they will. So I'm hoping they will.
Other than that, you're good.
Thank you. So let's talk about merchandising. I think it's important to make sure that everything, especially for premium, you get one opportunity when somebody walks through the door for them to see it, then we want them to be wowed and to feel that they're purchasing premium. And how do they feel that way? Merchandising. So choose the right display and space. Plan for dedicated space for each brand. Choose the right type and size of display that fits your space. I mean, all spaces are different. So definitely evaluating your space and making sure that you do have the space to either do a tower display or maybe it's shelving. High traffic areas, end caps, or walls closer to the front of the store are preferred for premium. Choose an area that is well lit, easy to navigate, and check with the manufacturer for available display options. So obviously, if you are interested in a display, you can email marketing and we can work with you on that. I do have some examples of end caps in a store. So these are three examples that you can see where these are at the obviously the end of the aisle. They're the end caps. They're fully branded with WeVibe, Womanizer, and ArcWave, and then we've also done some cross merchandising with Pure. There's testers, and it definitely makes it stand out. It elevates it. It shows this is premium products. I have some examples of skins. So if you're interested in skins, these are things we can also do as well. So we've got the romp. Romp always is such an eye-catching skin. And then obviously you see here we have WeVibe and Womanizer. And then towers. And this is where Eric comes in. Eric, I didn't put your name, but now I'm calling you out. Uh, so the towers, we have towers. They actually do come with both a WeVibe sign and a Womanizer sign, so you can put both on the tower, which is nice. You can also display testers. It definitely elevates your display of premium products of WeVibe and Womanizer. And you can see the quote, the towers have been a big help for us. We have pretty limited space on our walls, but we had floor space available. So adding the towers let us bring in more of your product line and display in a way that looks clean and intentional. Um, Clean is definitely important, and I think the towers really do add that for sure. So if you are interested in a tower, please email marketing, and we'll get back to you with regards to the buy-in program for that. And the towers currently are first come, first serve, and we have some left, but they're dwindling down. Merchandising your display. So I think this is really important. I remember when I first started with the company, I went through this sort of course of how we merchandise our products. We do recommend for premium that you group products by category. So for WeVibe, it would be C-shapes couples, external, internal dual simulation, wearables, anal prostate, and then C-rings. We recommend placing flagship and best sellers at eye level. So the Chorus Pro, the Sync 2, the Next, and the Next Duo. Less is more. I know I've been told this in my previous life career. It is very true. Do not overstock or crowd the shelves. No more than three pieces of each product in color. Space products at least 1 to 2 inches apart. Clean lines is important. So when somebody's standing right in front, they're getting these clean lines to be able to view everything. Price tags should be consistently placed side, back, or bottom panel of the package. Display should be for product specifics with the brand display. Do not use poor lighting or inconsistent fixture quality. Dim, harsh, or uneven presentation can flatten packaging and make the section feel less premium. I think about this like when I walk into a store as well, like just any store. If it does feel poorly lit, it does take away from that premium feel. So it makes sure that lighting is important, is basically what we're trying to say. And then we have our good, better, best strategy. So use the strategy to create a natural flow of the products and when you're seeing them on the shelves. For example, Chorus Pro, Sync 2, Sync Go, Sync Go, Sync Light. And then we go next, Premium 2, Classic 2, Liberty 2, Star 3. Actually, and before next is Next Duo. Testers. We believe in testers. So if you need testers, we will get them to you. I think that, if I walked into a store and wanted to purchase an adult toy, I would want to touch and feel and understand when you're talking about autopilot, what that feels like. So, testers are important. Display them on the product stands ideally that are given to you by the manufacturers. So we do have stands specifically for Weavive, specifically for Womanizer. Make sure that the testers are charged. I know that's like so basic, but it is important to make sure that that's done. And make sure your products are the same versions. So if like we just launched Pivot 2, don't have the original Pivot as your tester. Make the first 5 seconds count. So first impressions are really important. And utilize our POS. We have amazing marketing team that creates these incredible POS items. I know I say this every time, but if there's also something that you need that you don't see, please reach out to ECN Marketing and let them know, and we can get it created. Um, our B2B, lovehoneygroup.com, that is our partner portal. There is a lot of POS that you can be downloading to print from there. And again, if you see anything that, or looking through and you're like, oh, I love this, but it'd be great in as this size, let us know and I can get it created for you. And cross merchandising. Cross merchandising is really important because it definitely adds to sales. It supports a better first time experience. It reinforces the product's premium positioning. Obviously, we would love you to cross merchandise with Pure because Pure is a premium lubricant and cross merchandising with the premium toys. It makes sense. And like anything else, if you think about going into Sephora and they've got all the different levels of that routine for the beauty, it's the same concept when we're walking in and you're buying an adult toy. We want to give them the whole package for the whole night. So again, products across merchandise are water-based or specialized lubricant, stimulation gels, or toy cleaner. I've got a little image here of a cross-merchandised area with our Pure toy line, which looks so nice. Product knowledge. So, if you need training, I love doing trainings. So, if you are looking to have your team set up for training and going through the features and making and of both our of all our lines and also reviewing what the value is, please reach out to ECM Marketing because they get in touch with me and then we figure out when we can do the training. In person is not as easy as obviously Zoom. I wish I could be in a million places at once, but unfortunately we can't. But we do want your team to be confident when they are selling our products, being able to talk about the features and creating the value and understanding all the benefits is important. So if you do feel that your team needs to be trained, please let us know, and we will definitely get on it. The other thing we have is Wow Tech Academy. What I love about Wow Tech Academy, I know we are Love Honey Group. That's one thing. Wow Tech Academy has not changed over names yet. Um, what I love about it is I can always do an incentive program. So you will get your own URL and then your team logs in. We give about a month to finish the courses. And at the end of the month, they'll get a prize, which is a toy. It really does incentivize people to take these classes, to gain more knowledge. And then, of course, the prize at the end is a toy, which everybody loves. If you're interested in that, again, contact ECM Marketing. Maintenance. Like anything else in retail, you always have to have maintenance of the display. So it's a daily, I would say, 5-minute check of the display. Make sure everything is aligned. Fill holes on the shelf. You don't want sort of, these big gaping holes if you've sold out of stuff. Remove mixed colors. Keep each SKU's colors adjacent. Align price tickets and feature tags. And then dust I've walked into, and not necessarily adult store, but in other stores, if you see dust on like a premium product, that's going to kill the what the feel you're looking for to and the perception of the premium product. Anything about merchandising? Doesn't have to be a question. Feedback? Something you'd like to see us do that we haven't been doing? Something you feel you've been doing right? Anybody? No? Okay, let's talk for a second about some key points of margins. So, the three takeaway from margins, and especially right now, I mean, I've heard pretty consistently from retailers that foot traffic has been down. Um, so let's think about premium toys. Premium toys per sale will make more money. A premium toy usually brings in more actual dollars per unit than the lower priced toys. And a lower price toy is going to depend more on volume. So when we don't have as many people walking through the door, selling the premium is going to be the way you're going to want to go. Um, a, re a retailer will often have to sell several lower price toys to make up for the profit that in the premium toy. And premium toys can improve profitability faster. When sold well, they can help stores grow profit without relying only on high unit sales, making a strong part of a healthy products mix. So, being confident to start, I think that's what I've seen sometimes is especially if you're new to the world of selling adult toys, you ask budget and then you go directly to what the budget is. You don't want to start high and then go and then work your way down. So it's just being comfortable with starting on the high or the premium and then going from there. And that again is with training is always going to help with that and understanding that you have to connect features with benefits. Any questions on any of that before I just review some new launches?
Sam, there was a few things in the chat, but I'll go ahead and I'll answer them here.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
So I just want to go over the what we have launched recently to make sure that you, like we were talking about, it's always good to have the newest, the also in a, you know, people look to WeVibe and Womanizer. What do they have? What's new? So obviously Chorus Pro is the newest flagship. It did replace Chorus. We do have here, you'll see our beautiful chart of all the C shapes, which is really nice. And if you get the Chorus Pro merch kit, there actually is a beautiful sign that has all the C shapes and gives us a brief description of them. So I think if you don't have that POS, that's one thing I do recommend since the Chorus Pro is our flagship. I highly recommend that. We did upgrade finally Pivot. So Pivot is now Pivot 2. If you haven't seen it yet, very, very, very minimal upgrades, but all the upgrades they made were exactly what customers were looking for. So they made the opening is larger, the ring is larger. You also have more stretch in it, and they did put the power button on the side, which is really nice because the power button used to be on the top and we updated the packaging. So now in your merchandise WeVibe area, all packaging should look beautiful and match. Verge 2, again, similarly to Pivot 2, not many upgrades, but the upgrades they made were exactly what customers were asking. So there is more stretch. The silicone is a little silkier, smoother. And you also have the packaging had the update. And other than that, though, everything else was the same in terms of Verge 2. Temp, we did enter into the category of temperature play. So if you haven't seen Temp, I highly recommend. It is a great temperature play toy. It does have that panel, which will get as hot as 100.4 degrees and as low, cool as 68 degrees. You do have 3 levels of intensity for vibration, 3 patterns, and you can actually turn vibration off just by pushing and hold by 2 quick pushes of the power button. So you can use it with vibration, without. And then really the highlight of this is the cooling and the heating. It only takes about 8 seconds to go back and forth. ECN exclusive, which is always so exciting. The Pro, we did 4 new colors. So now there is silver, pink, sage, red, and lilac. The new MSRP is now 49. We wanted to be competitive with the marketplace. This is a really great addition to the Womanizer portfolio in order to be able to introduce Womanizer to people who cannot move up into these either Starlet 3 or Liberty 2 price point. It does have 11 levels of intensity. It's also, though, not necessarily the head is going to be very different than all of the other womanizer toys in the sense that it is a lot deeper. So this is going to be for somebody who maybe has a little bit of a longer clitoris and needs that deeper head. It also is very similar to the Pro 40 that Womanizer had on the line when we merged. Gosh, at this point now, 8 years ago. But that Womanizer Pro really only went B2C. So this is something. Honestly, I still get emails like, "I my Womanizer Pro just died after 10 years." Pro 40. What can I get? This would be a great option for that. So again, you have 11 levels of intensity for a MSRP of 49, which I think is a really nice range for somebody to find what's right for them. And then we did the incredible Womanizer Rose that is in red. We did it in pink. So you now have 2 options for color for that. You do have the red and you have the pink. Um, with ArcWave, we upgraded the packaging and we listened to what customers wanted and we made all the changes. So Ion 2, which is going to be pleasure air for the penis, we did take away the charging base. We added the case, and it really is the same toy. We did add autopilot though. So Ion 2, again, the wonderful thing about autopilot is you just let the toy get you there. It also is wonderful for edging. It does have smart silence. It is a little bit louder because the motor has to be stronger in order for the pleasure air to stimulate the pleasure receptors on the penis. Because on the clitoris, as we know, they're more compact. In the penis, it's more spread out. And we did zing. So finally, we did a vibrating stroker. It's taco style, so it's great. It can be used. It does have two. The important thing to note about Zing, it does have two WeVibe motors. They're the motors that are in Nova 2. So if you have somebody that is in your store and they recognize WeVibe and they're looking for a penis toy, this is a great option because you can make the connection. Well, that brand actually, they're using their motors in ArcWave. And we have new POS. So again, if you have a ArcWave area, highly recommend upgrading it with the new POS. It really does make a difference and pops on the shelf. Romp, we did a peach. I love this peach so much. It is super cute, and you'll see the leaves. The charging pin goes right into the middle of the booty, which is really nice. And MSRP is $54.99. Jiggle recently launched. I don't know if anybody has Jiggle already in their stores. I would love to hear feedback. It is a thrusting dildo, and it is. I think that people are loving the color. They're loving the power because it really, usually when you have thrusting, if you hold tight enough, it will stop. It takes a lot to stop it. So, Jiggle is new. And then our rose glow in the dark. So this was slightly delayed. I apologize. It is coming. It should hit our warehouse soon if it hasn't today. Fingers crossed. So ECM will have it as soon as we get them in stock. They will go right out. But it is a glow in the dark rose. The wonderful thing about it is that it glows blue. It's a pretty cool color that it glows. And it only needs about, I'd say, keep it, under light for 5, 10 minutes, and then it will glow in the dark. Always reminds me of my childhood, this stuff. Although mostly when we were kids, it was all yellow, glow in the dark. And then Pure, we did Man Lust. Woman Lust was just so much of a hit. This is a vibrating orgasm gel, water-based, can be used with toys. The active ingredient is the buzzing daisy, which is the plant from South America. Again, I think both having Pure Man Lust and Pure Woman Lust cross-merchandised with any of our premium toys is a really great idea. Um, People really react well to both of these. If you do have it in your store and you don't have a tester, please request one. We also have a acrylic holder with some wooden tester sticks. I do recommend that customers try it. They try it right here, and they will understand the intensity of how much it does feel like pop rocks or champagne bubbles in your mouth. And then obviously they'll make the connection to what it's going to feel like when they use it. Any questions?
Sam, we had a question from Trish going back to the Rose, the Romp Rose and the Romp Rose 2.0.
Yeah.
Just asking if there what was the difference between the two. I can also send the comparison chart
Yeah.
if you want to
Yeah.
save some
It
time.
really uh slightly different size, but it's like so slight that it's not even worth really noting. And then one button from two buttons to one button. But otherwise,
Thanks,
uh,
Sam.
same.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, tools for success. Our partner center is incredible. If you've never visited, highly recommend. The link is b2b.lovehoneygroup.com. I will be sending this, as you know, whenever I do a webinar, I always send out the PDF of the webinar, so you will have this. Oh my God, our marketing team is amazing. They created a product information page. Oh, can I get a round of applause for them? So it has everything you need in one place. So if you have any questions about any of the products, it is all in this one area, which is pretty incredible. Um, and definitely helps us all out a lot. So this was just introduced, and this is also going to be on the B2B lovehoney.group.com. But again, you'll have all the products and that you need information for in one place. Oh my goodness, our retail guides. If you do not get our retail guides, I highly recommend getting them. They are a great asset to look through. If there is anything in there, if you see a video that you want to have up on one of your screens, we can get it for you. They put together some really incredible retail guides that you can actually use the articles or what we put in there. Feel free, you can use it for your email blasts or your whatever, if you're doing a class and you want to use a portion of it. Anything in the retail guide is totally okay to use. So we've we like doing the work for you and just sort of presenting everything on a silver platter. So they've already done it. There's no reason to sort of go back and reinvent the wheel. We have everything you would need in order to do, like I said, email blasts if you're doing that or newsletters. We have information for that. So if you have not signed up for them, I highly recommend it. Any questions?
Only Trish saying she would like to have access to the retail guides.
Let me see if I can get one open here. Oh yeah. So here's the most recent one. Oopsie, here we go. Maybe it's not working because yeah,
You
here.
might have to reshare or change the share screen because as of
Oh,
now we see what you already had on.
oh, okay. You know what? Then okay. I don't know how to mm, share. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Look at that. Can you see this?
Nope.
Oh,
It says promotion, retail guides, marketing.
hold on. So you don't see the retail guide.
No.
Oh, dang it. Okay. I will show it at the end, maybe.
Okay.
Your screen.
Everybody who wants access to the retail guides, email marketing@ecn.com and we'll get you this so that you can get access to those just to make it simpler, unless Sam can put that link in the chat. And
Oh,
then,
probably can, can't I?
yeah, we have more people asking for access. And then Jennifer is asking, tell me more about Pure Manless. How do customers sample it?
So what I recommend doing is send a hold on, let me just get this up. Send an email to marketing, letting them know that you want the Lust Tester Kit. It's an acrylic holder, and then you also get 30 sticks that come in there. So if somebody wants to test it, again, I recommend testing on inside of your lip. They would just use the stick, put a little bit of on there, and then put it on their inside of their lip, and they'll immediately start to feel it. So
All right. So, Sam,
yes.
I'm gonna stop making you the spotlight for a moment. I'm gonna turn my camera on. We have a little surprise here. We have a special guest in the background of my office. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
My man.
Yay! I forgot to put that in. That's the other thing we need.
So
We have,
good sport Nate here decided to throw on the costume, and we figured we'd have him make an appearance on there.
thank
So
you, Nate. You are the best. You and that
we still
costume.
have these available, right?
Yes, we do have. So if you are interested in this lovely womanizer costume, it's a showstopper, let me tell you. Um, Send an email to marketing and we will get this to you. Um, Nate, man, I love you.
Anything for you, Sam.
He is a trooper. He is always down to wear the costume. I'm
Uh,
putting the link for the form for the
oh,
costume right there in the chat. So if you
perfect.
want to order one, go ahead and click that link and fill out the information, and Sam will get that sent out to you. Or you can email marketing@ecn.com if you can't access the chat, and we'll get that sent out to you guys. But
Especially for
yeah,
Pride coming up, if you're going to be in a parade or you're having an event, uh, I highly recommend getting one of the costumes. The costumes are free, so and they will ship directly from our warehouse.
and if you were at altitude, you would have seen the bouncing Nate popping around the show,
We wore it
encouraging
at
people
our
to
show.
come. Yeah, for a long time. And he even had his We Vibe shoes on, or Womanizer, or Love Honey group shoes on.
Mhm.
So we're Team Love Honey group here.
Yes, love
And
it.
it's really breathable too, so you're not going to be too hot wearing it.
Oh, that's
There you
great.
go.
Because I had to
All
wear the
right.
premium ones and it was not breathable.
All right.
Uh,
Thank you,
Cool.
Nate.
No problem.
Thank you. Yeah. So definitely, Pete, send me whoever wants to be signed up for the retail guides, and then I'll also send that. I'll get them signed up, but I'll also send out the link to them of the most recent one, so they can, so everybody can take a look at the retail guide, what we have going on right now.
Perfect.
Great.
All right. So
Promotion. Um, WeVibe is doing a seasonal sale, and it is on select WeVibe products. You can see, sorry, there's something in my eye. You can see the SKUs are here, but the sale, the B2C portion of it will be from May 1st through August 31st, and it is 25% off the products that you see below. So Rave 2 in blue, Chorus Pro in black, Sync O in green, the Vector Plus in blue, Moxie Plus in aqua, and Jive 2 in pink. So the new updated map pricing for these, the Rave 2 becomes 109, the Pro becomes 189, the Cinco is 139, the Vector Plus is 99, the Moxie is 99, and the Jive 2 is 109. It's a great time to promote these products with the discount, and ECN is participating in it, which is wonderful. If you do take the discount on these products, you do have to be participate in the sale. So that is the only caveat, and that's either in store or online. And then we also have assets. So assets to promote the sale. We have banners, we have print ready POS, we have blank banners if you want to say something you want to use a blank banner, and we have disruptors. So again, I'll be sending this out, and the links are in this presentation. Oops. And then we also have for attending, purchase $1,000 worth of Lovehoney Group products, and you are going to receive 12 Womanizer Pro in the Lilac for free. Um, Orders must include items in stock and not on pre-order, and the Womanizer Pro is the Lilac. It is a great offer, and that will be, Pete, how long do they have? I think a week, right? We usually say.
Yeah, we will say next Friday.
Perfect. And then spiffs. If you work with me, you know me. I love spiffs. These are a great, 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 great way to incentivize team members to talk about premium products, and yeah, the more they talk about premium, the more they feel comfortable. So if you are interested in doing a spiff, please contact ECM Marketing. Really, with the spiff, the only thing that we absolutely require is a sales report at the end. And I need the ability to send out we can do one of a few ways. If you want to pay your team through your payroll, that's fine. And then I can either give you a credit on your ECN account, or I can send a gift card for the amount that you've paid out. Or I can pay the employees out via Amazon gift cards, and that just requires an email from them. So, highly recommend if you have not participated in any of our spiffs, take advantage of this. I'm happy to work with you and to. I have a template, so if you have nothing created in order to get me the sales report, I do have a template that shows you exactly what we need. We make it really as easy as possible to do a spiff. Oh, Kahoot time! Any questions before we do Kahoot?
The only question in there is a comment. Sebastian said, costume requested. Halloween
Yes.
is going to be a breeze this year.
Ah, yes.
And then Star says, Kahoot time.
Kahoot time. Okay, let me get into Kahoot. Okay, exit out of my PowerPoint. I love Kahoot.
It is the most consistent thing we do
I know.
at these trainings.
You can always rely on a good Kahoot game from me.
Megan says, costume requested. Can't wait. I definitely want to learn more about the spiff and will request that info from ECN. We
Great.
love that.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm challenged today with technology.
And should we mention Florida, Sam?
Oh, yes. You can
So,
figure this out.
yes. So, as a little extra this year, we will be doing a co-hosted live in-person event in the Florida showroom of East Coast News at the end of July. Sam will be the only vendor there. We're going to do two sessions. She's going to be presenting on all the brands. She has a beautiful, awesome setup in our Florida showroom that she keeps very branded and very up to date. We're going to be sending out invites here soon. We're still finalizing all the official details, but the date, the location, the invite will be going out to your ECN reps very soon. If you're in the area, you're more than welcome to come stop by at either of the presentations. If you're out of the area and you want to see how you can qualify to come to the event, just reach out to your ECN rep and we will give you all of the information for the event. So we're excited for this. I will be there. Frank, Linda will be there. Should be a very good time. And we do appreciate Sam taking the time to do that event with us as well.
I'm really excited for this event. I'm excited that it's just going to be me. I don't have to share
All Sam, all the time.
vendors. So we're working on all the details right now, but it is gonna be a really incredible event. It's not, we're gonna do basically the same agenda twice. So if you can't come in the morning, you can come in the afternoon. If you can't come in the afternoon, you can come in the morning. So we're gonna make it as easy as possible for people who are especially in the area to be able to join us. It'll be a lot of, there might be a Kahoot or two, and there might be some other games that I'm going to create. And there will be a lot of information on what we have to offer, campaigns we're running, and new products. Lots of new products actually at that time. So very excited.
Dang, we got a lot of people playing Kahoot this time.
Yay.
All right, Sam, I'm gonna shut up now and leave it up to you.
Okay, everybody, are we all ready? If you have not played Kahoot before, the concept is Um, you get points for getting it correct, and you get points for being the first or how fast you answer. If it says multi-select, you are able to do more than one, click more than one answer. This is a short one because it doesn't really have much in terms of product knowledge. It's more about merchandising and features and benefits and margins. So here we go. Woohoo! Kahoot time. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Multi-select. We're starting with multi-select, and it's double points. What are some of the benefits of Levi brand that add value? That would be quality, investment design, founder story, and patents. I mean, the cool sales team is great, but that's not going to add value to your customers. Star in first place, Joanne in second, and Shane in third. Oh, and hi, Byron. I just saw you're there too. True or false? A feature is a fact. That is true. Yay. And Pure Radiance just moved on up. Multi-select, double points. What are some of the benefits of the Womanizer brand that add value? The patent that we have, the innovation, the founder story, investment, and design. Ooh, Star still in first place, Pure Radiance in second, and Byron moved up to third. True or false? A benefit is the value a customer gains from a feature. That is true. And everybody is staying in the same place. The benefits of 3D Pleasure Air Climax Control are a natural and deeper experience. It creates richer, fuller sensation. Shane moved on up to third. Multi-select, double points. Some of the benefits of the WeVibe app are multi-select, That would be you can play and share control from anywhere, allow users to be more creative with where they have sex, allows users to create custom vibes, unlock a new world of intimacy, and WeVibe prioritizes protecting data and ensuring security. PR Pri B Megan has moved on up. I'm not sure how to. Merchandising. True or false? It is recommended to group premium products by category and place flagship and bestsellers at eye level. That is true. Yay, everybody got it right. Woohoo. Everybody stays in the same position. Double points. What is the name of the strategy that creates a natural flow of products when viewing them on the shelf? That would be good, better, best. 3 participants just hit an answer streak of 6. Woohoo! Shane has moved up to second place. Multi-select, double points. What are some of the rules for merchandising? That would be do not overstock or crowd the shelves, space products at least 1 to 2 inches apart, no more than 3 pieces of each product in color. Price tag should be placed side, back, or bottom panel of the package. Megan, moving on up. True or false? Cross merchandising pure with premium sack toys encourages add-on sales. That is true. Everybody got it right. Yay. Everybody stays in the same place. Second to last question, multi-select, double points. What are some tips for maintenance of displays? It is all of these. Fill holes on shelves, 1 to 2 first, icons and bestsellers, front face, everything, align the boxes. Quick wipe down, make sure there's no dust. Remove mixed colors, keep each SKU's color adjacent. Up, we've got PRBY Megan. I'm trying to figure out if I'm uh, Pete, what is that name?
I have no idea.
False. Premium toys make more money per sale.
It's PR by Megan.
PR by Megan. Okay. That is true. And our podium in third place, we have Shane. In second place, we have PR by Megan. And in first, we have our book lover Star. So if you are on the podium, please send your email information to ECN Marketing. First place, you are going to be getting a $100 gift card to Amazon. Second place is getting a 50, and third is getting a 25. And thank you, everyone. It is always great to do these webinars. I absolutely love them. I love my Kahoot games. And if you have any suggestions for topics, please feel free to shoot ECM Marketing an email because I am always open to any suggestion of topics that you would like to focus on.
That's marketing at ECN.com, and we will get you your info over to Sam. Just some of the chat is a lot of congratulations. Star says, "Oh my God, thank you so much." Beth is thanking Sam and ECN. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Laura. As always, we do appreciate all of the consistent support we get from everybody on these Zooms. That we find it very valuable. It's great. So thank you for being a part of it as our retail partners. Again, Sam, myself, all the vendors that we work with could not do what we do without all of you, our front lines. So thank you for all of your hard work out there. For those of you that don't know, next week we have our Sex Ed U program, so we would love to have you a part of that. That's Donnie from Shots will be presenting. And if you want a copy of the presentation, email marketing@ecn.com. Usually takes about an hour for it to upload onto the server, and then we can start sending out the link to access it, and we will get that out to anybody that wants it. Sam, as always, you were charming and amazing and dynamic and very well informed, and a great job on your presentation. So thank you again for doing this. Anything you want to end with?
I just want to say thank you to all the retailers. And again, we're here for you. So if you need anything, let us know.
Awesome. All right, everybody. As always, thank you again. We appreciate you. We do have some upcoming regionals. We have one in Nashville and one in Charlotte. Nashville is the end of May. Charlotte is the beginning of June. If you're interested in attending, ask your ECN rep, and they can get you the information. It's always set up for locals, but if you want to fly in and stay at a hotel, we got a great rate. You can come join us. We would love to have you there. Again, just ask your ECN rep, and they can send you out the invite. And anybody that wants to attend the event at the end of July in Florida with Sam, also ask your rep, and we will get you all the details. So until the next time we meet, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for everything you do, and we'll catch you later.
Thanks,
Bye, all.
everyone. Have a great day.